Hey guys, it's Dugtrio 2201. I'm bringing you another battle on my shiny team. And as you see this team, you see a bunch of OUs and Ubers and a Shuckle. So I lead off with Lili and Sensei, and I follow up with Happytimez and Try Me. So here we go. So we're at the Neon Coliseum, the Coliseum I love to be at because it's so neon and bright and colorful and whatnot. So out comes a Kyogre and a Shuckle, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I send out Lili and Sensei, of course, because Sensei is a beast, and Lili makes a great partner for him. So Shuckle uses Helping Hand, and I didn't know that that thing could even learn Helping Hand. So that was a shock to me. And of course, he goes for the Water Spout, thinking Combusken has no Focus Sash. Well, this is where he was wrong, because I live through the Water Spout with 1 HP due to Focus Sash etude. I go for Hydro Pump, and that Shuckle gets hit pretty hard, especially for its immense defenses. And I go for the Agility, which makes Combusken now the fastest one on the field. So huzzah. And sorry about the lag, I think it's just Movie Maker. So Politoed goes for Helping Hand, and I'm like, yes, time to go crazy. And Shuckle uses Helping Hand. I'm like, alright, now it's just down to whoever's move is faster. Well, Combusken goes reversal. I'm like, ha ha ha, bow to your sensei. What? That thing did die? Then it uses Thunder, and Politoed pretty much gets obliterated from the earth. Poor Politoed. You had so much to live for. But Politoed does die, which is sad, because Politoed was awesome. So I'm like, oh, that's gay. So I sent out my Dugtrio. No, I sent out Togekiss. I'm just joking. So, because why would I send out Dugtrio with a Kyogre out there? That's suicide. So I send out Togekiss, and Togekiss is always happy. So I go for reversal. I'm like, bow to your sensei, because Combusken wants revenge for his friend Lili. And now that Kyogre is dead, which is great. And now Togekiss goes for Air Slash. And of course, of that Shuckle's massive defense, it lives barely. But then he goes for a Power Trick, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I'm guessing he's expecting me not to attack it. So he sends out a Palkia, which sucks. So I go for the reversal on a Shuckle, and I'm like, bow to your sensei. And that Shuckle is dead. He's like, oh, my sensei killed me. So he dies. Then Palkia goes for Spatial Rend on Combusken and gets useless critical hit. And I'm like, you got a critical on my favorite Pokemon of all time. So Togekiss uses Thunder Wave. And now that Palkia is slowest as slow can get. So I'm like, ha ha, sucker. And now, my final Pokemon, of course, is Dugtrio. I guess I skipped throwing him out by mistake. So I use Helping Hand and go for Earthquake, because I know that Metagross will take heavy damage. And what do you know? Even for a weak Dugtrio, it takes over 3/4 of damage to that Metagross. Metagross goes for Reflect, and I'm like, great. Now Dugtrio is pretty much useless for 5 turns. And Palkia goes for Ice Beam, which Togekiss ain't going down to that. So it lives like a beast, because Togekiss is a beast. And I get Lefty's heals, which is nice. So either way, I know from this point on there's no way this Palkia is living through, there's no way this Metagross would live through a helping-handed earthquake, just because the fact is it's weak to ground, and if it did over 3/4 the first time, it should definitely kill it this time, even with the reflect up. So I use earthquake, it kills the Metagross, Palkia is below half now, and pretty much I could just start going wild on it, because with two guys attacking at once, it's pretty gonna die. So he goes for Hydro Pump and misses, and I laugh hysterically, because this is my turning point of the battle. So I get more lefties heals, and this turn, Dugtrio, I figure he's not gonna do too much, so I go for Sucker Punch. As soon as it shows, okay. It goes for Sucker Punch, which I don't know how Dugtrio punches anything. And it does barely anything because of the reflect. And Togekiss goes for Air Slash and gets almost kills the Palkia, and I'm like, oh my god, but I get the flinch, and I'm like, haha, that's what you get. So rain's falling, Togekiss gets more lefties heals, and basically from here on the guy disconnects. So yeah guys, hope you like my shiny team, and I hope Sensei is always bright in your day. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and see you guys next time. This battle is done like dinner.